If you drop something out of the bus, I can't stop to pick it up for you, so hang on tight to hats, cameras, phones, small children. If you do drop something overboard, let me know at the end of the safari what you dropped and where you dropped it. We'll send someone out to try and find it for you. If you do happen to drop a small child overboard, do let me know straight away.
Sure.
My phone number's on the front wall of each carriage, or if you're on the bus, come and tap on the window if you have any issues on board. I'll try and sort them out for you. There are red emergency buttons on the roof, and enjoy the experience. We're going to start our safari today in the arid zone, and here we're going to meet animals that live in deserts, semi-deserts and grasslands around the world. So if you're ready, and I hope you're all ready, let's go on safari.
Let's go, let's go.
Arabian camels, or dromedaries, the one-humped camel, and they're native to North Africa. They're not rare or endangered or threatened in any way. In fact, quite the opposite. We have a feral population of about 1.5 million camels living in Central Australia. But they have played an important role in the European history of our country, and we're happy to have them here on site. When I'm in the mood, I do dad jokes, and I'm trying to restrain myself now. He was born just yesterday, but I haven't seen him or her today. The mums are very good at hiding them when they're new, and it makes it very difficult to see. Our oryx were declared extinct in the wild in the year 2000, but there were good numbers in private collections in Saudi Arabia. The sheikhs there kept oryx for their own private hunting, and so zoos were able to get access to animals for breeding programs like this one. And as a result, 3 small herds of oryx have been released back into the desert in Chad. They're breeding in the wild state. Their numbers are increasing and their future looks reasonably secure. So, along with our North American bison and our beautiful Mongolian wild horse, the scimitar horned oryx is a wonderful conservation success story. And one we're really proud to have been a part of here at Werribee Zoo.
Only a few left. This is in the hand of the sheikh. What's coming? What's coming up?
Think they might go for a swim. They look, they can't see a hippo, and in they go, and then suddenly there's an angry hippo there. Now Brindabella there, with her back exposed and her head under the water, is most likely fast asleep. Hippos can sleep underwater, which is one of the amazing things about them. Part of their brain stays awake and monitors their carbon dioxide levels. And when needed, they just raise their heads, take a breath, and sink back down again without even bothering to wake up.
Especially thanh này đây nóng quá nên nó xuống nước để cho nó xuống nước cho nó mát. Maybe the duck, couple duck, sorry, couple ducks. Hippo doesn't eat the duck.
So folks, we're leaving the Hippo River now. We're going to drive into Woodlands and around the Woodlands waterhole. Have a look to the left of the bus along the fence line there. You can see some of our lovely female ostriches. These are the only zoo birds we're going to see on our tour today. The rest of the birds you'll see are wild birds. Now folks, those of you on the right hand side of the bus are in for a little treat. As we start to turn the bend, have a look to the right. There's a female antelope there called a Nyala. And if you look carefully under the shade of the trees behind her, there's 3 of our little baby Nyala there. Now we very rarely see the babies. Mum hides them beautifully. They're very well camouflaged in the shade, as you can see. Their coats blend beautifully with the soil and the dappled shade. And that's a real treat to see our little Nyala out where they're visible.
Little one, baby one.
Nyala are antelope from Central and Southern Africa. In the wild they spend most of their time in thick bush along creeks and rivers, and here at the zoo they like to hang out under the trees. And it's a real treat to see the babies out and about. Those little ones are about 3 weeks old.
We're going into a different section now. Hopefully it smells like poop now. Well, there's lots of animals around.
Yeah, come on, look on.
It smells like
cover,
poop.
yeah, cover you.
We're very lucky here at Werribee Zoo. We're one of only 3 zoos in the world that has a wild river running through the property, and we're going to drive over the Werribee River very shortly. We're actually parked now on the Werribee River Reserve, so I need to just stop here and make sure the gates behind us close, so none of our little antelope can follow us out. The reserve is an important wildlife corridor for native animals, which is wonderful, so close to a big city. And we even have families of the native water rat, the Rakali. So have a look up to the left as we cross the river for a beautiful view of Werribee River. And then hang on tight, there's a bit of a bump as we head up the hill.
Hang on tight now, sit down, Connor, please.
Ra đâu đừng hết. Come on, come on. You can do it. Do it. Yeah, you can.
Oh, what's that big white thing over there?
It looks like the cow. It looks like the cow.
So folks, over on the right of the bus now we've got some cattle, Texas Longhorn cattle. Now these guys look very much like the Ankoli cattle that are farmed in northern Uganda. The Werribee Zoo's formed a partnership with Rhino Fund Uganda to reintroduce rhinoceros, where they've been extinct now for since about 1986 in Uganda. They purchased Ziwa, a 7,000 hectare cattle property, and fenced the entire 7,000 hectares. They removed all the predators and they introduced 6 rhinoceros to make a breeding herd. That was in 1996. And the cattle farmers play a very important role, bringing their cattle into the sanctuary each morning. They graze on the long grass, which they prefer, which makes short grass, which is what the rhinos prefer. The cattle can graze with no risk of predators because the rhinos are there, and the extra eyes of the farmers help to protect the rhinos from poachers, so everybody has a win at Ziwa. The little antelope sitting down there are our bachelor herd of Indian antelope. We just saw the breeding herd back in Woodlands. These are the bachelor boys.
Lie on the grass. Nó là woodland đấy, wetland. Ấy vì lấy tay vô nha con. Oh.